So I haven't done a video in a while because I've been going through my own stuff and my own journeys. Basically going through my own darknesses, clearing, transmuting, coming back to love and repeat. So that's what I've been doing. And when I go quiet, and I think I speak for a lot of us light workers, we're in the trenches. And then all of a sudden we come to a place of like, oh, and exhale, and we can breathe, and then we can share. And hopefully some of this resonates and helps. Who knows? Let's dive in and find out. So I wanted to share with you straight away, just going straight onto my list here that I have here. I have a list. So energetically, I want to say the worst is over. I want to explain the difference between feeling that you are purging something and releasing the darkness in comparison to being under attack. Purging is releasing, letting go of darknesses, deep ground, negative belief systems, things that just don't work for you, pains, traumas, whatever. It's all going to have played out from this whole experience. And as a result, when you get to those tears and oh my God, and those meltdowns and whatever's happened for you, that is a purge. You might have got physically sick, whatever. That is the body letting go of old programs. A lot of people feeling pain in their bodies. When you clear memory in the DNA and in the cells, where there is a process that you can go through, get quite sick, and then the body can feel a lot of pain and you're just aching and you're just sore. And that is part of the ascension process because you're clearing codes, you're clearing energies that don't serve you anymore. They did back then, but not now. So it's to understand that what you're going through on a physical level is so attached in a good way to the bigger stuff. So there's an understanding of purging, letting go of. The resistance, and I'm going to put it to you like this. Imagine having a tummy bug. Your body doesn't want that horrible nastiness in your tummy because you've eaten something, done something that doesn't agree with your whole system. So the body's going to get rid of it so you can be healthy and happy and be well. So you feel nauseous, right? And then you vomit. And of course you're sick, but you're like, oh my God, please let it just come out of my body. What's the first thing we say when we have a tummy bug? It's good that we just vomit and, just release. Because the sooner we do that, the better we'll be. We know that, don't we? So this is no different. Would you ever put your hand over your mouth to ensure that you don't vomit and keep it down? God, no, you'll get it out. So this is no different. So I ask you to go from the physical, go to the energy, do the same thing. Let it out. Let it go. It's going to be intense with some pockets because I know I've experienced it, but just let it out. Let the process unfold. Let yourself get to a place of wellness. Okay. So then you have the other side of it, that if your perspective is on the other end of the scale where you think that you're under attack, your experience with this whole lockdown is going to be completely different. And you are going to be stuck in this place of resistance because you're thinking that you're being attacked. So you're going to have a completely different tactical way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? And you're going to be warding everything off when in a way that's a resistance of keeping everything in that you need to let go of. So it's really important to understand that this is something that's leaving you, not something that's coming in. Okay. So there have been many, many powerful channels, people so gifted in what they do out there. I mean, man, it's been wonderful to see everybody's light out there. People have been sharing, channeling, written posts and doing videos. And I mean, it's been amazing. And there's a lot of gifted people out there that have the ability to speak to the bigger players up there, the Galactics, the Galactic Federation, the Angels, the Legions of Light. So many written posts out there, which are just so assistive right now. But the message is the same. They are all saying that the threat is over. There are so many energetic forces that have been fighting the war, and I am going to call it a war out there. It's not just what goes on the ground. We're being looked after. We're being so supported. If only you knew. But the message is all the same, which is that the danger is over. It's been and gone. What we're experiencing now is the purge of people's realities of what once was. This is where all the chaos comes from. Because what you experience within you is what you put out there. That's how you manifest. The world is a reflection of you. And right now, it's fucking chaos inside of all of us. And things are falling apart and everything's falling down and everybody's breaking out. But that's the purge. But that is a detoxification of the planet's grid work. We're part of the grid. We're also detoxifying. So don't get attached to the story. Don't believe in the hype. So even down to the little things with posts and everything like that. If somebody shares a story, I can't open this business because, and like, oh, the government said this, so what we need to do that's a story. Let it go. Put your phones to the side. Don't comment. It's going to do your energy field so much better, because those are the energies in the chaos that's trying to pull you in. And you don't realize how sick it's making you. Do your process a lot more smoothly without engaging with this kind of stuff, and you will see how much smoother you will be in your journey back to wholeness, as it were. So there's that. Now, the big message that I've experienced through this dark night of the soul I've been going through in the past 10 days or so, everybody's experiences are different, but sometimes the signature message is the same. I have been given the message of claim your power, claim your space, push back. Now, I have been brought up to be, because I'm British as well, and we're very, very polite. And oh, how the British just love to apologise about everything. We love tea, we love to apologise about everything, and we love to talk about the weather. So those are the three things that you get conditioned with being a Brit, okay? Now, the one I want to talk about is being sorry for everything. I'm so terribly sorry. Do you mind if I breathe? I'm so sorry. It's just ridiculous, and that's what I'm like. So I have had a big experience where I have had things coming at me, which is basically, long story short, we have beautiful Maine Coons in this house. They're very, very special cats. They're bloody expensive, and everybody loves a Maine Coon, hey? And I've had a gentleman up the road who's wanted to kind of claim him for his own, my cat Odin, and basically told me that's exactly what he was doing. So what I had to do is, first of all, I was being ever so polite and going, oh, okay, it's fine. The more polite I was, the more he communicated to me that it's best that the cat stays with him with his kids, and we must just suck it up. So my politeness was getting me nowhere, and I went through a lot of trauma. So I thank this person up the road for doing this, because it made me receive the message and step in my power. And I had to just turn around and say, do not feed my cat. No, do not bring him in the house. He is mine. He's not yours. Okay. He belongs to this family. And yeah, stop doing what you're doing, please, because you are stepping over my boundaries. And I've never sent a message out there like that. And I claim my power, I claim my cat. And the energy of my cat, which is a spiritual being, I always communicate with my animals, like most of us do. And he did it for me. My Maine Coon, they're very, very plugged in cats, as you know. Very wired. He orchestrated this situation so I could have an opportunity to claim my power. And think about it. Your animals are like your children, okay? So it was like somebody had stole my child. So it wasn't on the periphery where I was like, I can kind of shake that off so I don't have to step in my power. It was one of my kids. And I was like, I can't sit here and do nothing. And I had to do something. And I stepped in my power and I claimed what is mine. It's okay to claim what is yours. So there was that. So you're probably going to find many instances and invasion, I think is the best word, of your boundaries. For the most of us, the ones that don't have boundaries, that's going to be quite intense. I'm one of these people that don't, and I'm fast learning. We also need to deprogram the fact that a boundary is an aggressive one. Like, you know what? Step over that line, I'm going to slit your throat. We don't have to be like that. It's an energy boundary. It's an emotional boundary. We just have to firmly put it there. And boundaries are there to educate people how to treat you, which is what it's all about. Finding that way to be in your life, in your power, in your lane, and for others to respect that, therefore you'll respect them. And, and that's really, really important, because none of us, whether you're a spiritual light worker or not, if you're a human being and you're breathing air, you need a boundary. And you need to understand that in your life, you have to scan your life now, like with a fine-tooth comb, and you'll be shocked as to how many instances of no boundaries have been a problem in your life. And I think that it's okay. With my biggest thing here, it was like, it's not okay to push back because I'm too damn polite. And I viewed that as being aggressive or rude. No, pushing back is literally just standing there in your energy and just going, nope. And that's all that was required. And everything has changed as a result of that. So boundaries are a huge, huge thing. You cannot do anything in your life. You can't start a business, a relationship with your sacred other, just going to the shops. Boundaries. If somebody was like stood up behind, well, you can't do it now because it's COVID, but if somebody was stood in your back and breathing down your neck, what are you going to do? You're going to say, excuse me, can you step back? You're actually pressing and touching my body. You would say that, right? That's a boundary. Okay. So that is everyday instance to the bigger stuff. Okay. So that's really, really important. Now, also, I want to talk about the heart pain as well. Moving on now, shifting. Very, very, very painful in our bodies right now. Our hearts are obviously here, and we always relate to them as the front, but they're also the back as well. So everybody's getting a lot of in between shoulder blades, neck pain. They're getting pain. And remember, your heart chakra's at the back too. Okay, so I've always suffered with that, and I feel that these recent months have been a big purge on clearing the energy out of the physical. Even last year, I started to talk about the physical purging, about how we were pushing old memory programs, cell memory out of our physical bodies because we've gone through the layers: spiritual, emotional, mental, physical. Now, this is where everything sits. So we've got to purge the shit out of our bodies. So understand the process and help your body move it through. Your body is its own living, breathing consciousness, okay? And we forget about it, and it needs just as much help, focus, and attention, and a conversation to be had. Are you okay? What do you need? Oh God, your shoulder's really sore. Okay, I can see you're working really hard to purge that through. Let me just send some light. What do you need? And you'll be surprised as to how differently you buzz with your physical body. There is a beautiful relationship to be had there. Work together, things are fluid. Fight against each other, things are a nightmare. And that is a way to live for all, okay? In all areas of your life. So now we are purging, like in our bodies, especially our heart centers, we are opening to be able to clear. This is our heart portal. This is the most powerful transmitter, but we are crystals, okay? We are crystalline. We are crystalline bodies. We transmute frequency more than we've ever done. So imagine, well, I'm holding a crystal now. Imagine this crystal. It's a apophyllite. It vibrates at a really high level, and we're the same now. We always were, but like we've fine-tuned it. We are fully in our crystalline now. So with this, with the energies coming in, we transmit as much as this does. So to be a clear crystal, you would never work with a crystal if it was dirty. You'd go and transmute all the energy by running it under a faucet of a tap or stick it in the sun, recharge and that kind of thing. You're no different. So think of yourself, you are a crystal. So treat yourself the same, okay? So you've got to cleanse, recharge, all the rest of it to be in your highest frequency. If you are not, and there's some dirtiness around or blockages, you're going to feel it in your shoulders and at the back of your between your shoulder blades and here. So we really need to understand the process of why we're feeling all this pain. Okay, so basically you are transmitting your 5D frequencies through here. Highest frequency ever. Don't even worry about bloody 5G. 5D is what it's all about. That's it and that's all. That's the highest vibration. Artificial intelligence, 5G. Meh. 5D, this intelligence, fucking A, So basically understand that and really understand what level of energy you're working at and why you're going through the process you're going through. So if you're feeling pain, it's okay. Work with it. Don't just sit there and go, oh, my shoulder. Do stuff. Speak to your body. Clear. Allow the energy to move through. And then finally, okay, be empowered. Be empowered in all that you do. Screen your thoughts. Screen your words. Screen your actions. Judgment. Judgment is judgment on yourself and others. When you judge others, it is a reflection of your self-worth. Judged before you are judged. That's where it comes from. So now is a time to understand that you are such a powerful being that whatever you think, your thoughts are going to manifest. That's how powerful you are. Whatever you speak, those words got to land somewhere. And it might be commenting on somebody's post. It might be commenting about somebody behind their back. I don't know how you're vibing, because when fear comes, we judge. So it might be commenting about, a shop owner, whatever. Let it all go. Let it all go. Don't engage. The only conversation that you want to have is a pure love consciousness vibration. So really slam brakes and think and be the gatekeeper of your doorway of your energy. Are my thoughts high vibrational? Are my words vibrational? Is it kind? Is what I'm saying serving, or is my comment going to actually trigger somebody else's fear? Is it going to make them worse? You know, so I mean, a lot of us are in this vibration about businesses, and like everybody's fearful, going, yeah, my business isn't opening, or somebody might be talking about something else that brings about the want to comment. You know, if that person's in fear, and if you lay a comment in that box, is your comment going to exacerbate their fear, or is it going to transmute it? And on the bigger scale, because social media is a nightmare, if you make a comment, are you going to be a light attractor to everybody else to dive onto you, to pour their shit onto you? Because if you come in a very negative conversation and put a light comment there, what's going to happen is you're going to have that pendulum swing. You're going to be like, oh, I love and light. And then they're all going to go, oh, you're talking shit, because there's a lot of people in fear out there. So do you know what? What do you do with all of that? Don't comment at all. Disengage. Come into your home. Come into your house. Come into here. Be with yourself. Interact maybe just WhatsApp conversations with your same tribe that has the high vibrational energies. Anything less than stepping out your bubble, I advise you just don't do it, because you'll be so much happier and you'll feel so much more well and powerful than that. Don't leak your energy to anything or allow others to leak their energy onto you. That comes back to the boundary thing. So yeah, and this month of June, and I think I'm going to do a full moon video about this. This month of June is going to be a lot more softer and gentler on us. But, you know, you say that, people have said that about other energy pockets, and I've had a horrific time. So don't take my word for it. But the word out there is that basically this month is going to be a lot smoother and softer. I've yet to kind of like tap into the full moon yet, because I'm just processing this, but I will do so today, and I will come back with the world according to Marie, and you're either going to dig it or not dig it. So, you know, like I've always said, take what you want and leave the rest behind. Anyway, I love you all so much. Keep on trucking. We're doing so well. You really are doing so well. Maybe commend yourself for that. Not about what you're not doing. What are you doing? Give yourself thumbs up. Anyway, love y'all. Peace.